3 messages before today's interview educates and motivates you. First, if you're a domain name investor, don't you have unique legal needs that require domain name technical know-how and industry experience? That's why you need David Westlow of Wiley Ryan. Go search for David Westlow on Domain Sherpa, watch his interview, and you can see for yourself that he can clearly explain issues, can help you with buy-sell agreements, deal with website content issues and UDRP actions, and even help you write your website terms and conditions. David Westlow is the lawyer to call for internet legal issues. See for yourself at newmediaip.com. Second, managing multiple domain name marketplace and auction site accounts is a pain. Inevitably, you forget to sign into one and you lose a great domain, or worse. Now imagine using a single, simple to use and comprehensive control panel to manage all of your accounts. That's Protrata. You can set up search filters, analyze domains, automate bidding, list domain names for sale, buy domains across all major marketplaces. Protrata also has a new semantic engine that builds Google-friendly websites with rich content and network feeds. Sign up at protrata.com to get 20 free credits and start building and monetizing your domains today. Finally, if you have questions about domain names, where should you go to ask them? The answer is dnforum.com. Not only is DN Forum the largest domain name forum in the world, it's the best. You can learn about domain names and the industry, buy and sell domain names, talk about the domain name news that's happening in the industry, and even meet domainers just like yourself. Register for a free DN Forum account and begin advancing your skills and knowledge today. And when you do sign up, send me a friend request so we can connect on DN Forum. Here's your program. Hey everyone, my name is Michael Seiger and I'm the publisher of DomainSherpa.com, the website where you come to learn the secrets of the domain name industry directly from the experts. As of March 25th, 2012, the number of registered users in the ICANN online TLD application system is 839. But what does it take to start and run a top-level domain registry, and what are some of the tactics that registries are using to ensure consistent growth? Joining me to answer these questions is Stuart Lawley. Stuart is the chairman and CEO of ICM Registry, operator of the .XXX STLD, a sponsored top-level domain designed specifically for the global entertainment industry as a trusted brand, globally recognized, and extolling responsible and safe behavior. Stuart, welcome to the show.
Hi, Michael. It's great to be with you.
Stuart, this is going to be a fun show. We met at Traffic and then again at Domain Fest. You are full of fantastically entertaining stories, half of which probably can't even be repeated here. But I'm going to say this right off the bat, that if there's anything you want to say, you should feel free to do so. I'll put an R rating on this video, and we'll just keep rolling.
A XXX rating, thank you.
A XXX rating, yes. If there is a XXX rating, I'm going to find it, I'm going to put it on the video, and we'll go from there. So that's my guarantee to you. Mm-hmm. Stuart, what was the first day that you offered open registration of .XXX domain names, and what have been your sales since then?
Okay, we ran the sunrise period from September and land rush through to from September 7th through till December the 6th. And
2011,
just gone.
Right.
And we opened the doors on a first come first served basis on December the 6th. And if I recall, we did like 55,000 names in the first hour. And the current statistics as of today, right in front of me, is that in the registry in total we have 215,835 names. And of those, 132,000 plus are active resolving names. The remainder are reserved names and the innovative Sunrise B blocking names that we did for brand holders. And on a daily basis now, we're averaging about 125 to 150 domains per day.
Wow, that's a fantastic active website percentage. I don't have the other percentages in front of me of .com, .net, .org, or any of other TLDs, but This is over 50%. Is that much higher than other TLDs that you've seen?
No, I think you've got me slightly wrong on that. I'm saying 132,000 of them are recurring revenue domains.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
The actual stats of live built-out sites we've got is 27,555.
Okay.
That we can acknowledge that are live and built-out sites. And some of our premium names and people we speak to on a daily basis, putting up a proper website rather than a park page is not an overnight job. It can take 3 months or 6 months. So we're getting literally hundreds of new sites coming online per day, and users can easily go to Google and type in site:\.xxx and see the growing number of .xxx pages on a day-to-day basis.
Great. And so since you've only been actually taking in revenue for reserved domain names since, late third quarter last year, fourth quarter, you don't even have a full year of revenue to talk about.
No. We pulled in just north of $25 million in that Q4 period of last year.
Wow.
And, we would expect there were some exceptional items in there, like the Sunrise revenue and some of the bigger premium domain name revenues. But we would hope that the revenues, will stay consistent or grow with the growing user base as we go along.
Great. And I'm going to ask you more about how you're going to grow that revenue over time, because I know you've got a few different tactics for doing that. But
Sure.
This has been no easy feat to get the TLD approved. It was actually declined by ICANN in 2000, 2004, and 2007. Most people would say 3 strikes, you're out. Maybe this isn't an idea that can go forward.
No, I've been described, and I had to look it up in the dictionary, as indefatigable. And yes, I mean, the company itself, ICM Registry, was started in June of 1999, believe it or not, solely for the purpose of making this application. And we waited patiently after not being selected in 2000 and resubmitted in 2004. I moved into the company in early 2004, and invested in the company and basically took control of it, and have really headed it ever since. And yes, we went through the loop, went through the hurdles. And ICANN originally approved and then disapproved us, and it's pretty much all on record what happened. We maintained our composure. We took the high road. We didn't resort to litigation, even though we're in the land of litigation, the United States. We went through ICANN's own processes, reconsideration request, and we were the first ever user of the ICANN's final method of accountability, which was the independent review process. And, we were proved to be correct in our assertions, and fair credit to ICANN. They acknowledged the decision of the panel, overturned themselves, and subsequently awarded us a contract.
Yeah, credit to your organization, to ICANN, for having a process, reviewing it, and not resorting to litigation. It's so easy to think that way and go that way and throw money at it and have lawyers fight it out, but it takes a lot more work to go through a process, to have meaningful discussions about it. And so I commend you, your organization, and ICANN for all working together to make sure that issues were addressed and it was properly reviewed.
Yes, thank you.
Now, this is going to be a fantastic interview, because we're going to talk about how you took it from the approval and grew it and what your plans are. But you've actually, before we do that, and before we even take a step backward and learn what you did prior to ICM Registry, what you did prior to buying a majority interest in ICM Registry, you've got some big news that you just announced.
Sure. Yes, it's now public knowledge that we've submitted new GTLD applications for .sex, .porn, and .adult. So we think we've gone for the clean sweep in terms of English-speaking words for the adult entertainment industry. Yeah. And most importantly, that may well have been expected that we were going to do that, and it may well turn out to pass when ICANN do their big reveal on April the 30th that there are other bidders for those same domain names. However, the big news is that we've done this essentially in such a way to serve our community. of .XXX registrants, the adult entertainment industry at large, plus also the defensive players and brand holders and intellectual property owners. We are doing, and once again, this has never been, like many things that we already did in .XXX, we're doing something that's never been done before. We are automatically, at no cost, effectively grandfathering in every .XXX name into the .sex, .porn, and .adult space at no cost, and that is not a time limited offer. So essentially, those names will be reserved from registration and not available to the general public. They will basically be sitting on a shelf with the corresponding XXX registrant's name on them. And that registrant can either do nothing, and those names will never be sold to anyone, or they can step forward and say, well, actually, I would like to enjoy the traffic, type-in traffic that I think those names will bring. I want to switch those names on, and in which case, at their will, and they don't have to switch on any of them or all of them, sorry, they can just switch on the .sex version and not the .porn or adult. Mm-hmm. And the retail price we assume from the registrars is going to be around the $15 a year, $12 to $15 a year mark. So a much lower price than the .XXX, because we don't have all of the features built in. Plus, we're not carrying the overhead cost. So for the buyers of particularly more valuable names, and thereafter, those names are no longer, once we've allocated them to the XXX owner, the XXX owner can do what they want with them. They don't have to point them to the XXX. They can build a new website. They can flip them out and trade them tomorrow. So really, you're buying one and getting 4 free, essentially. So for the holders of XXX names that have value, premium names, this is a great windfall for them. And I think that's marvelous news. I think as you say, we're clearly doing what we said we would do with XXX, serving our community and our registrants, and there won't be there can't be a better offer than free.
Yeah, definitely. And I was going to say, as soon as you told me this, Stuart, I was thinking, what's the catch? I think everybody is a little bit suspicious about, different brands, new TLDs, new registries. And when you first said that you were going to hold them on a shelf, I was thinking, well, if I own domain.xxx, you're going to hold domain.sex and domain.porn for me. But if I don't want it, you're going to sell it to somebody else for a higher fee. There's Absolutely. No catch here. You are holding it. You are honoring the relationships that you have with your .XXX registrants.
Those names will stay on the shelf unused for the lifetime of our contract with ICANN. Absolutely.
Wow. All right. So if I go out today and I buy I hate to even say it, MikeSiger.XXX, because somebody's going to go out and buy it now. So if I buy MikeSiger.XXX, you'll get me MikeSiger.sex, MikeSiger.porn, and MikeSiger.adult.
Yes. You will never have to pay for those. They will just be sitting on the side. So, we have a substantial business with .XXX already, good revenues, good profits. And, part of this is a service to our existing customers. So to encourage them to buy more, to stay in the registry, and to generally acknowledge and to paint to the wider world, because we got a lot of credit and kudos for our innovative Sunrise B program in the wider world and intellectual property world. And ultimately, these TLDs are focused on the adult entertainment industry. And, it's quite funny or strange or refreshing for ICM Registry's policies to be held out in the ICANN space as the most responsible way of running a registry, bar none.